kick it and go. With a stiff on, spin move, in zones, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff on, spin move, in zones, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go.
Running it back, never a cap, out of the drought, watching me ball. Soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them all, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them.
With a stiff on, spin move, in zones, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff on, spin move, in zones, go. From sideline to touchdown.
EA got me in the game now. Read on with the
Zones, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff on, spin move, in zones, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go.
I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, hey, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to picking me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Just stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, hey, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. This that splash, this that drill. Yeah, yeah, champion, huh? Yeah, we here.
Flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.
Flag on the play.
Hold up.
That's a flag on the play. Let's go.
Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the border.
Hold up. You know I'm a touchdown with the sack. Run up the hole like a running back on the play. Intercept the pack like a safety. You boys can't shake the play. That's a flag on the play. Let's go.
Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake.
Let's go.
I heard the flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip when it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip when it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Yeah, the sun can't touch me, got a brand new visor, yeah. You a friend smart, but my boy's wiser, yeah. Get the job done like the equalizer. And I'ma grab another drink, cause tonight I'ma die like Michael Phelps. Hey, diving in this pool, I don't know what we have. Hey, I'm just telling you the truth. I heard the flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip when it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip when it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Get it triumphant, let's bump it. Don't mind me seizing the moment, energy up my body burning. And my stomach keep up talking, stop moving, I can't control it. On my last breath and I can't hold it, you gotta give it all I got. This for the ones that think I'm joking. This for real, lightweight bust off half a. Yeah, I'm sweating, babe, must be all them happy meals. I don't know how happy feels, but damn, I'm tryna find out. Say I got sex appeal, I think it's cause I wear the flag gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me? Hold on. I got a crowd wrapping around the whole town for me. Made mama proud, got a thou in the balcony. Nah, 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 I don't hear no clown talking foul on me. Won't shoot me down, send the cavalry. It been a while since I had time for me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Hello. Nice march out with the polo. Like my style, don't ya? Nice like this, I wish I was with ya. On my turf, roll out the Henry Rux. She like when I hit the receiver. Friend hop in, this is a four-seater. Made a yank straight out the wood, I'm Derek Jeter. Major leaguer, no fatigue. We don't get no handout, we don't get no Magarinas. Never gon' throw your back out, tryna work, you need a breather. I need a break. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me? Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me? Hold on. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down. Tell me who you talking to. Roll up that Sinatra, fly la mama to the moon. She asked me what's my life path. Told her 55 south to the cat. So many couches I cried. Shout out South Tree and shout classic. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the second up, baby. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the second up, baby. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to
new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months saying I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She says she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the pastor say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like a passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can help.
A terrific night for football as EA Sports takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in the capital city of Denver, Colorado. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Tennessee Titans. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Block now on 1st down. Gets it off to Freeman. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 13 yards on the game's opening play. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. The first carry is a Bronco for the longtime Charger. It's Melvin Gordon. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Couple of extra defensive backs in the ball game here on 3rd and 6. Throwing his lock on third down. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
So one first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on third down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Get this up to the 30-yard line.
The ball carrier.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. So first and 10 now from the 30.
And the Titans first down.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Titans.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Titans. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Kareem Jackson.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Kaepernick to throw on second down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
14.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets to the Broncos' 5. It's a big run there by Henry. 45 yards on the ground. The Titans were #1 in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage last year, 77%. It's first and goal. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown.
The ball carrier.
A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after After that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
And this carries into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
Mike 29, watch the curve, on me. 29 is Mike 29. Here we go, D.
Block will try again on 2nd down. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
All day, every day, any day. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Here we go. Ready.
Block working out of the gun. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turn to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
After the penalty, it's Henry. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
This a quick pass to Davis. And here he'll get it down to the 7. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. The Titans were #1 in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage last year, 77%. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
2nd and 10. to throw again. Block. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0.
Titans 21, Broncos nothing.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
You can't block me. You can't block me. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Target, 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 target.
21-0, our score after one.
Scored Titans 21, Broncos nothing.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lock, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Lock to throw. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
4th down.
Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. With it is Jackson. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return, and it'll be Titan football.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd.
And it looks like they've got 6 DBs on the field here for a 3rd and 9. Play action. Now Kaepernick. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. He'll air this one out deep for Davis, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis, 38 yards. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
The score, Titans 28, Broncos nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. KJ Hamler returning it. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Titans, and they are going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Gostkowski the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good win.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank.
His pass.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now a play fake. Kaepernick. He completes it to Henry. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
10-yard line.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
A 6-yard.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And this Titan offense is running away with this one. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Titans 42, Broncos nothing. Steven Gostkowski set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. To throw again on 2nd down. Lock.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Lock now on 1st down. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
And he's got his tight end fan. Touchdown, Broncos.
Touchdown.
A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos get 1 score closer. Well, there you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass in the new season.
Well, let's just go back to his rookie year because he's able to get his feet wet, right? Get a little bit of experience. Now I think here in year 2, the game will slow down for him, and we'll see his true talents come out.
McManus's point after is good. And they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try to add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Kaepernick now on 1st down. Got a man, it's Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Kaepernick now on first down. They set up the screen for Henry. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. 30-yard line, 2nd and 12. On play action, it's Kaepernick. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Now Brown, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Covered by the defense.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And the third quarter will start with a touchback as that one lands in the end zone. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. They'll run it again with Henry. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Kaepernick. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Von Miller, he was the one getting in there, able to wreak his usual havoc. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. And the busy night for Henry continues. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
And it brings up 3rd down.
They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. This will be caught by Brown. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
Down Titans.
From midfield, here's Kaepernick. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
First down.
A 20th carry down for Derrick Henry. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
He's brought down at the 30.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find the hole.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Again, it's Henry. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain there of 21 yards.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone, possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Able to get this to Gordon. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. On first down, Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Another Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Block now on first down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Credit the sack there to Harold Landry. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Hey, 91.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop.
By Jarrell Casey.
They'll keep it on the ground. Henry. And he's got some space here. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
6-yard line. 24-yard gain on the play. First down, Titans.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Kaepernick. He's got Smith here. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Smith.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 60 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though.
Stephen Gostkowski set to kick off.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. On the slant, completes to Sutton. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First and 10.
Throwing on first down is Locke. This is the tight end Fant. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
That's good.
A good pickup there of 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Locke. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Locke going to go on fourth down. And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 37, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there, and gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't, and also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys, but being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
Derrick Henry,
the tackle there by Mark Barron.
He was tackled.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
45. Mike, 45.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Henry. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Henry relishing the chance to be the Titans' lead dog. He's in the backfield again on first and 10. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
We got three, fellas. We got three. 45.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Titans 56, Broncos 7. Stephen Gostkowski.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Trying to drop one in, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it's third down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off right around the 43. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Kaepernick on the keeper. It's a loss of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
A loss of a yard brings up 4th down.
Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. This one from 48 yards away. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Titans, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll return home next week to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Denver, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me? Hold on. I got a crowd wrapping around the whole town for me. They mama proud, got a thou in the balcony. Nah, 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 I don't hear no clown talking foul on me. Won't shoot me down, send the cavalry. It been a while since I had time for me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Hello. Max March out with the polo. Like my style, don't ya? Nights like this, I wish I was with ya. On my turf, roll out the Henry Rux. She like when I hit the receiver. Friend hop in, this is a four-seater. Made a yank straight out the wood, I'm Derek Jeter. Major leaguer, no fatigue. We don't get no handout, we don't get no Macarinas. Never gon' throw your back out, tryna work, you need a breather. I need a break. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me? Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me? Hold on. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down. Tell me who you talking to. Roll up that Sinatra, fly la mama to the moon.